the most wonderful time of the year. No, I'm really so excited, you guys. The holidays are here. It's been the longest year in my life that I can remember, and I'm just so excited that Christmas is around the corner. And so we're so excited to share some holiday content with you again this year. Last year we had a blast doing this. So we have got 3 videos planned for you. For this first video, I'm going to be showing you our Harry Potter Christmas tree. Our second video will show you our overall indoor Christmas decor, and then our third video will be showing you our outdoor light display. I am just looking forward to it so much, and I'm hoping that this holiday decor can provide warmth and happiness to our family, and if we're able to have people over, which I'm not sure about, that it can provide light and happiness to them, and maybe a little bit for you guys too. I'm so excited. My friend Lauren is coming to help me with my Christmas tree tomorrow. I lovingly call her the Queen of Christmas. She helped us with our tree last year, and she is absolutely brilliant with these things, you guys, so I'm just so excited. So I'm just gonna get right to it and set up our Christmas tree. No time to waste.
I'll have you know that last year we did a whole video on how to store a Christmas tree in these big red duffel bags.
That is going to take up some room in our garage, but we got it in the bags.
What's awesome about them is these are dusty, so I can just pull the tree pieces out and be on my way.
Alright, so the first element I'm going to work on for this tree is I'm going to be sewing together a bunch of these Gryffindor scarves for the tree. I wanted to have a defining element that kind of pulled the whole tree together, so it'll be interesting to see how this works. I've got 10 of these that I got, and I got them half price, so not too bad. And hopefully this will kind of add like a ribbon effect, like clear around the tree, and give it lots of softness and shape and color. Oh yeah, that is really something special right there. That's 50 feet of scarf. You guys, when my DIY projects go as planned, it's an amazing day. This fabric is a little bit squirrely. There's like so much stretch here, so you have to kind of coax it a little bit, but other than that, it's really easy. You could even just hand sew. It would be tedious and a pain, but you could totally do it if you don't have a sewing machine. Hopefully it looks good on the tree, but so far it's a win. So just for the record, I kind of felt like that little brother in the Christmas Story when he's all bundled up with like the scarf clear up to his nose. It's not a bad feeling though. All right, you guys, so I am doing some crafting, getting ready for our Christmas tree. These, Lauren had this great idea of having these taper candlesticks, but they're, you know, like on their own, I don't know, they're just kind of okay. First of all, the glass is clear, and so these actually are pretty cool on the tree, so need to fix that. But it's time for some real talk, because I really wanted to doll these up and make these super cute. So I spent all evening coming up with a prototype, this little tray thing. It's still not perfect, but I was showing Shaye, and he's like,
I said, I got really mad, threw it on the ground, and I said, what is this? Amanda will spend hours doing something like this, and in the middle of doing it, she's losing her mind. What did I get myself into?
Babe!
And I think it might be better just not to do this thing, and maybe just spray paint this bottom part gold. I know it's not as cool, but I think it would give you a little bit more of a polished effect you're going for, without DIYing all 70 of these. So
yeah, because that was part of the plan. Obviously I wasn't gonna keep, like, obviously guys, I was not gonna keep this green clip on the gold, if you can see that. No, but that would simplify it a lot. I was also planning on, if you can see the little wax strips on the plastic, I was gonna put gold glitter on that, and Shaye said, there's no gold glitter in Harry Potter.
I didn't say that.
Can you believe that? That is so rude. Just kidding. I think the man's speaking reason, because I probably would have to stay up all night. And I'm gonna be up really late as it is. This is just how I roll, you guys. I'm not saying it's a good thing. But let me kind of show you the process. And I figure if I decide I really, really like this, I could probably pull them off the tree and put them on later. I don't know. Lauren is coming tomorrow to help me, so I really need things ready, but you have to tell me what you think. So forgive my messy kitchen, but if you have never seen one of these before, they're a really useful tool. That's how I made this little tray piece on here. This is a silhouette cameo, and basically it can cut out paper and fabric into just whatever shape you want. So it's kind of tricky to see on this glitter paper, but I cut out all these little fans, and you design whatever you want to cut out on their software, and then you send it to this paper cutter. It's by no means a brand new thing. They've been around for a while, but really handy because there's some things I just don't think I could make without it. Anyway, I went through a bunch of different prototypes, including like a little bowl style one. So trial and error, and sort of might have been for nothing, but that's okay. All right, guys, these are all gold now. Look a lot better, I think. And when these first came in the mail, I almost sent them back immediately because I don't know if you can tell, but this white light is cool. It is not the right color. Then I figured out I could use this orange Sharpie that I have and transform my white light into a warm light. It's total like jerry rigging, but definitely works. Now let me show you what I'm working on now. They're these little golden snitch ornaments. Kind of fun, pretty simple. So you just take a plastic ornament and you use a rotary tool to drill a little hole on each side, and then you fish some wire through. Okay, so you fish the wire through and you kind of kink it using tin foil. I used a little motif out of paper, cut out the little tin foil pieces. So you get the little wings on. And then I've just been using a fork to score them. Just gives it a little bit more of a wing appearance. All right, I've got my girl Emmeline here working on a fun craft. Can you tell them what you're making?
I'm making flying keys.
Flying keys.
Right now I'm just tying on the string.
So you put a string through the key. Oh good, you're making the hanger for that? Let's see that.
Yeah.
Oh good, you put that string right through the hanger. And then what do you do?
And then you put on the wings.
Yeah, so just like over here, you're putting all the wings on with little stickies. Desmond, do you want to help? Yeah. You guys, I'm so excited. Lauren Harmon's here. And we're just talking about how it's been a year since we've done this.
It doesn't feel like a year though.
Well, it doesn't, but it hasn't this been like the longest?
Yes.
I keep saying, usually a year you're like, wow, time flies. This year's been like, it's been very, very long and short in a way, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
totally.
But it's great because the holidays are here. So I'm so happy you're here because I feel like there's lots of fun components here, but sometimes putting everything together it's hard to just like, am I doing it right?
Well, and it's nice to have someone else bounce ideas off of.
Yes. Let's just get started.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Awesome. I'm so excited. I love this time lapse because it's so true to life. You've got two moms hustling, trying to get a creative project done, and a bunch of kids running around. Lauren's got a great system for decorating Christmas trees. First, you start off with the ribbon, or in our case, it was a scarf, and then you put in tree picks, any sort of floral picks that you want on your tree. Then you start with your largest ball ornaments, and then you put all your other ball ornaments on. After that, any specialty ornaments go on the tree. And I found that the system works great. Lauren is an expert. And I think another important thing to remember when it comes to decorating a tree is that often you get it initially decorated and you figure out other things that need to be added later. That was what happened when Lauren was over, but it was so helpful to get a starting point and to know what we needed to make the tree really pop. Lauren, you totally made it happen.
Well, you helped.
I love it, you guys. I'm so excited to show you how this turned out. And I think everything just like worked out. We were thinking it might be a little bit sparse.
Yeah.
Which sometimes is pretty. You know, sometimes trees have more statement pieces and they're more just like
Minimalistic.
elegant and minimalistic. But I think it's, I love it.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it turned out great.
You're the best. You guys go check out Lauren's beautiful work at her Instagram page, Harwood Happenings. You do all kinds of stuff, all kinds of event work, and you travel too, right? Like you could go do events for people anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
She's amazing. Not just Christmas, but like
Year round.
all the things year round. So thank you. You're the best. I'm so glad we did this again.
Me too, I love it.
Okay, you guys, so I am just about done crafting all 70 of these. I just went ahead and did it. Lauren came over just a few days ago to decorate the tree, so I've had some extra time just to get everything just so. And usually, we're just so excited to show you what we created that we just like release a video real quick, but I've had a little bit of time to kind of secure the loose ends of this project, which has been fun. So let me show you. I have a feeling some of you might want to create this, so I want to give you kind of a more in-depth view at how you do that. So basically, I will link this cut file in case any of you want to use it. So you need two separate circles and you need to layer those. Since If you had like a solid paper that wasn't white backed, you could probably just use one, but I used two. And then I just crimped it. This cut file has all these little dotted lines, and you just crimp it just like back and forth, just like a fan. And then there are 2 full cuts on either side, and you just kind of overlap those, and it helps make that cup shape that we want. And to secure both of these sides together, I just hot glue around the outside. And then as that's drying, I just kind of crimp it again so that it's glued and it's not too stiff. And then the best method that I found was to just glue it right on to the candle. So I've got my first full slit. I'm gonna glue that side, and then I slip it right onto my candle base, right here through the other full slit, and I just glue it right onto it. And I think this will be sturdy and last for years to come, which is the goal, right? You don't wanna go through all this work just for 1 year. With my paper being white backed, you can kind of see, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's kind of some white paper that peeks through. And so on some of these, if it bothered me, I went through and kind of painted it with a gold marker, but it's really not too noticeable once you get it on the tree. So anyway, this is a fun little project, and I think it really transformed this from, you know, just kind of like a basic decoration that was fine, but once I colored in that flame, painted this plastic piece gold, and added this little paper gold tray, I think it's like a really pretty ornament. So fun little semi-homemade ornament for you to make. So another thing, after Lauren left, we were looking at the tree, and we decided that the golden snitches were just not quite doing it for us. Sometimes it's hard to know. I'll obsess over the way something looks, and then it looks fine. I don't know, like these have just not been staying on. A lot of them have fallen off. And this does not look like something that would last. And it also just kind of says arts and craft project, which is kind of okay, but I don't know, we just weren't thrilled with it. So a solution I really wish I would have thought of first is to use my Silhouette Cameo to cut out these little snitch wings. So I'll include this cut file for you as well. Okay guys, I don't know about you, but I feel like this is a big level up. And I really wish I would have thought of it to begin with, because this would have taken so much less time than going to town on that tinfoil. I was seriously up till like 3 or 4 in the morning doing that. And the Silhouette Cameo does it so much faster. Hopefully it goes without saying, but this is not sponsored by Silhouette Cameo. But I do have it linked in our description. I know there's lots of like cutting machines out there, but I have loved my machine. And obviously it's really useful. If you look at the precision of how that wing's cut, it does a good job. Plus, you guys, how satisfying is this? All the little pieces off. Oh, a pain to redo these, but oh, what a pretty glittery gold sight. Do you like them?
No.
What are those? Are those Harry Potter? Hey, sis. These snitches look better, don't you think?
Yeah, they looked way better than before. They were all sad last time.
Yep, for the win. Okay, you guys, I am feeling so excited about the tree. I think it's all coming together. Now it is time to get our little village. You might remember last year we had the Polar Express train around our tree, which we loved. This year we have exciting new addition. Okay guys, so what I have here is a Hogwarts Express train made by Lionel, and these guys are so sweet. They saw our video that we did of the Polar Express last year, and we told them that we were doing Harry Potter themed, and they sent us this Hogwarts Express. So we were just thrilled with the quality of the Polar Express train last year. We had so much fun with that, and so I'm so excited. This is going to fit in with our theme so well and be so nostalgic for our kids. They love Polar Express, you know, we've read the book and stuff, but Harry Potter is definitely, are you excited?
Yeah.
Do you see what this is?
It's a choo-choo.
What kind of choo-choo?
It goes dive in the tracks and then goes beep.
It goes drive in the tracks and then goes beep. Do you love Harry Potter?
Yeah, I love Harry Potter.
All right, let's get this festiveness going. We finally have the track laid down the way we want to. We've got our trains on here. So excited to show you. So now the thing that puts it all together, we're gonna put down our Christmas village. Do you like it? Do you like the Christmas village?
Yeah.
Now we just gotta get everything cleaned up, huh?
And I like the baby tree. And then
You like the baby trees?
And I like the big tree.
Yep, it's pretty fun. Before we show you the tree all lit up in all of its glory, I just wanted to show you some of the other components here. So we've got these little snowy owls. I just got these on Amazon. I got these smaller little 3-inch guys and then some bigger snowy owls. I think the star ornaments are probably these little guys from Pottery Barn Kids. We've got Harry, Hermione, and you can't forget Ron Weasley. I also used these stacks that we had from last year. I thought they kind of pulled into Lily's Patronus, so those would be fun. We've got lots of red holly berries and some gold holly berries, and they all come together to make this Harry Potter Christmas tree.
Okay, so that's our 2020 Christmas tree.
Yes.
And you did awesome. I'm glad we followed through with the Harry Potter theme all the way from Halloween through Christmas.
It was really fun. The little DIY ornaments were a lot of work, but I think they added a lot to the tree. It really came together. Lauren was a huge help with this Christmas tree. Be sure and go and check out her work on Instagram at Harwood Happenings.
It was really awesome to have her help us pull this all together. It really turned out so good.
It just really helps to have the moral support too of just someone who's so design oriented like Lauren to kind of just get in there and help. It's awesome.
We also want to give a big shout out to Lionel for providing us with this Harry Potter train.
Hogwarts Express.
Hogwarts Express. Our kids are loving it, and it's so fun to tie that in, of course, with the theme that we're going to have going throughout our home this year. So
yes, and you guys, we have more festive content coming up. We will have an overall Christmas tour with some more fun Harry Potter decorations, and we'll also have our outdoor Christmas display. So be sure to check out those videos. We're so excited to share more with you guys this holiday season.
see you guys.
Bye.
Do you love it? Is your favorite choo-choo?
Yeah.